Hello everybody, welcome to the That's Football Podcast. I'm your host, Liam McGuinn, and this is my co-host, Connor Packer. Today we're joined with two very special guests, Josh Staunton and Max Hunt. Hi lads, how are you, okay?
Good, Liam.
Yeah, very well, thank you.
Thank you, good. Thank you for coming on, we do appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Nice drive.
Yeah,
Short one,
just
short
around the
one.
corner, yeah.
So we're going to start off with a little icebreaker question. It's a good question. Who do you have in a dream five-a-side team?
Dead or alive? Anyone.
Any
Anyone.
league.
Not
Any
even
league.
Yeovil,
Yeah.
anyone.
Anyone.
Well, this is a stretch for me. 5 footballers.
do both if you want. If you want to do both, you can do both.
I only know the players I play with. 5 best. I'm going to say Casillas in goal.
Nice,
Shout.
someone we know said Casillas.
Ferdinand.
Nice. United boy,
What
love
shape
it.
would you play? How many players? Where would you play people?
1-1-2-1.
Would you have two defenders? 2-2-1. No, that's
6, isn't it? With a goalie.
Would
So
you
one
rather do
defender.
1-2-1.
Yeah,
We
so
can have a
two-
super sub. You can have a super
I'd
Play
sub.
down.
okay. I'd have Zidane.
Nice.
Decent.
Sporting the ball there, didn't he? Who else? Maybe goal scorer.
Adi Yusuf.
And Messi and Ronaldo aren't bad
Say
either.
goal scorer then. Iniesta,
Nice,
Zidane,
yeah,
bit of
nice.
Bit of flair.
and then I'd have Ruben Nistelrooy up front, just score goals.
You a United boy?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
And
nice.
I think five-a-side he'd be dangerous.
Yeah.
Super sub would be Rooney. Put him anywhere.
Nice.
Rooney.
A lot of United boys in that.
Yeah, yeah.
Love
Shows
that.
my lack of knowledge. Really.
Max?
Peter Cech,
Nice. Good choice.
John Terry, Scholesy, Sonny Blulo Everton,
Oh, hello.
and was it one more up top?
Yeah.
CR7.
Oh, ooh. Great choice. What's yours, Con?
Oh, let's put me on the spot here. Oh, in goal, probably a bit of Manuel Neuer. I
Nice.
reckon.
Yeah, nice.
Just a safe one. Oh, centre half. Max Hunt. Central midfielder, put Josh Staunton.
Nice.
Probably.
You're crazy, mate. You're crazy.
Like Dale Gorman, I like how he flies into challenges.
Yeah, nice.
Knee high ones in the first 2 minutes against Bournemouth. Oh, ooh. Striker. This is a hard one. I'll just put Messi. He's not even really a centre forward, is he? Really?
Yeah, no, good
Just sort
choice.
of does
there.
everything. Super sub. I put Thierry Henry.
Nice. Yeah, I think Thierry Henry's
Yeah,
missing.
good
him.
shout.
Thierry.
Probably go. Oh, good question.
It's your question,
no,
mate.
no.
It's your question.
Well, I said it.
You better bet your time. Think about it, mate.
Yeah, probably Neuer. Probably got Neuer. Vidic. What formation am I going to play, actually? Or is it five-a-side? So what?
2 midfielders, I say.
Yeah, Neuer, Vidic, Xavi,
That's a good shout.
Rooney. No. Ronaldinho. And then Rooney up front.
Any super sub?
Oh. Charlie Wakefield.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Can't argue with that.
No, can I give that?
That kid is rapid.
Talking about Sonny.
They ain't got enough space to run in 5-a-side.
Yeah, that's true.
Talking about Sonny. You three live together, don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
we do.
Sonny, we're sorry. All right,
Yeah,
we are sorry.
Get
Not
you
enough
on.
room on here for
But yeah, what a player though. What a
Yeah,
player.
Yeah,
Good
he's a
player,
very
good
good
player.
player.
Unbelievable. Wow, what a player. But yeah, let's talk about the FA Cup. Great run. Great run this season.
Good for fans as well.
Yeah, fans were brilliant as well. Bournemouth game. What went through your heads when you drew Bournemouth? Did you watch it all? Were you all together watching it, the draw?
No, we were. I think we were in different places, weren't we?
I think me and Sonny watched it. I think you might have been
Yeah, I was away.
occupied somewhere.
And I don't know. We were a bit like
Yeah, mixed match.
it was kind of like you always obviously if you're going to take a big team you want a big
Yeah,
team.
big
team,
right?
yeah.
You want, like one of the big dogs. But I don't know. You kind of like once we got our head around it, we were
Yeah,
kind
once
of
we
like,
got our head around and realised
it was a good tie for the club, like obviously
Yeah.
location wise. I think we probably let ourselves down on the day, but it was one of them. You kind of, if we played well, especially where they were in the league, they were obviously going to rest players. We probably had a chance of actually progressing to the fourth round.
Yeah. We
But,
thought that as well.
I think they obviously played well on the day. I don't think we applied ourselves as well as we should have done, and it was kind of like not really much of a game in the end. Do you know what I mean? It was kind of like just watching them pass the ball around, but they had some good players out there.
I mean,
like the lad who scored the hat-trick was a good
Mark
player.
Condes, he was a hell of a player.
Yeah, he was, and they had some good players, but it was kind of like at the initial draw. I don't know. It was kind of like a bit of a anti-climax, but then I thought in the end it was actually quite a good draw for the club. I thought they brought a lot of fans in there, and it was nice to see the stadium packed out.
They sold out as well.
Yeah, that's
8,000 people.
That's one thing I wanted to ask. What was it like playing like with like so many people there? Really?
Yeah, it's the first time we've both seen that many there in it, and you know, I think when we came out to warm up, the Thatcher's end was already pretty much full.
We were booming.
Everyone wanted to get their space early, didn't they? So
we went in like an hour early.
Yeah, so you know that was special for us, and it was a good night still overall.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
And to see the ground like that was brilliant, and we hope we can get back to a position where you know, it can be like that more often.
Because we were in the Thatchers, and away days was there as well, as you might know.
Yeah,
playing.
Not you, guy. I don't think Josh is.
Well, yeah, he goes to like away days. And he was in the Thatchers end, and we invited him in the middle, and we were on the Emirates FA Cup YouTube channel on the video of the Bournemouth vs Yeovil. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah,
you probably haven't.
I'm watching it the other day.
But yeah, no, we were on that, and
I did. Yeah, no, I did see him.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, no, well, Hunty was watching it. I jumped on.
It's good.
I was on it looking like an absolute hooligan. As I always do.
Burberry on.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he was in there, and we, after that, I don't know if you watched till the end, and he was like, the Yeovil fans, they're brilliant. They were absolutely class.
Oh, it was class. Like even when we were losing, the boys were cheering us on, and I remember playing against Yeovil for Halifax, and the crowd was that kind of atmosphere. Like it was booming. It makes such a difference. It's nice. It's nice to like the energy you like take off the crowd when it's like that is class. And it was a really good day for the club. Do you know what I mean? It was.
Yeah,
it was
good day out.
Yeah, it was
last
really
time. Remember when Quigley put it in the back of the net, I ended up 3 rows back.
Yeah.
So it's like it's crazy. Really,
it's the hope that kills you, innit? We had a 10-minute spell there
15 minutes,
where we like if we nick one more, well, obviously it goes back.
Yeah, at the end as well. Ruben Reed.
Yeah, it was just
handball on the line.
It's just unfortunate we didn't have more of them moments in the game. Really, they controlled the game well. To be fair to them.
But I mean, if it was, we said if it was 2-1 or 3-2 at the end with Ruben Reed's chance at the end was on the line. It was a head or handball. We don't know.
Well, it looks handball from where we were, but
and us, don't worry. Well. But I mean,
yeah, 3-1 like flattened. They had a lot of the ball, but they didn't really hurt us today. Like
exactly.
And they had 3 chances.
They're top of the championship.
Yeah, and that lad.
They're a Premier League. They were a Premier League side.
Yeah,
and they will be again.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That lad took 3 chances and scored more, and that was the difference, wasn't it? Ultimately.
Yeah, but the league he's in, he's going to be a clinical forward.
Yeah, exactly. So he's obviously.
He was class, wasn't he?
He was just
Bournemouth, they bring a lot. They've sold out. Good for the club, like you said.
Yeah,
really good.
No, that was good.
On telly as well.
Yeah,
decent.
The big club, Yeovil massive.
It's mental to think that we would have played them in a league game not long ago, a couple of years.
Yeah,
years ago.
What was that probably League One? Would they have been in League One when Yeovil were in League One?
I think so. I'm pretty sure we used to play them in the conference as well quite a lot.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy, really.
It's quite fun. So we have a few highlights. So the Weymouth games.
Yeah,
they were.
Don't get me started on it.
To be fair, they didn't. The way we ended the game in both games was pretty poor. Like, we obviously conceded late in the
89th minute.
In the home game, then we done the same in the away one.
But we had the penalty, didn't we, to win it?
To be fair,
Quiglers.
I wouldn't have swapped it. Like now, knowing we got the outcome we wanted.
Yeah.
The way like it brought everyone together, didn't it? Like the penalty, obviously penalty shootouts.
Horrible. That video that went viral. Don't know if you've seen it.
No, I have seen that one.
I got like 3 million views.
He got a bit of stick off that. Don't worry. Yeah.
But
there's loads of people in the comments being like, "Funny, poor penalty. What is he doing?" They're not even talking about security guard anymore. It's just about Tom Knowles.
It wasn't his finest kick, was it? But
no,
like the way it panned out, it made the whole tie like so exciting. If we'd have just won at home, that we wouldn't have got that night together in Weymouth.
That's when none of us cared. When it was 1-0, none of us cared.
And it's a cup match, it's cup football, isn't it? So
exactly.
the main thing was the result. And
better than beating those lot, though, is it?
Yeah.
No,
how did it feel? What was the dressing room
like? It did feel good. Like I can't. I don't think I've ever celebrated a win like
that. And obviously we've been going through a bit of a. It was around the difficult patch.
Yeah, it was a sticky patch. Yeah.
You know, we should have won on the Saturday. We should have dealt with that throw better. Whatever the situation was, we should have held out and won 1-0, and then it probably wouldn't have been as special. But to go there on the Tuesday night, and then after we'd been going through a bit of a tough spell, to win in that way, in that fashion, like dramatically, and then, you know, just the conditions, a cold night, raining down.
Yeah.
You know, I remember coming out to warm up, and it's quite like an old ground, and we couldn't. Floodlights went onto us, so we couldn't really see you guys, but we could just hear it was packed out before we came out to warm up. So it set a real good atmosphere to it, and then like I say, to go and do that, and it was special.
There wasn't like 10 seconds over in the home or away game where we were quiet. I don't know.
That was probably one of my most fun cup ties I've ever had.
Probably the best game we've been doing, and how fast the tickets sold out for the away.
That's what I mean. It was like,
it was
it was like a 3-day turnaround, wasn't it?
That's what I mean.
And to sell out was ridiculous, really. Like, I remember we weren't expecting anywhere near that many people, were we?
No.
People were saying like to us, "Oh, we'd be lucky if we sold like 400."
Really?
And like,
we got
families coming down. It felt like we had more than them.
I reckon we must have been close.
What it felt like.
It must have been close because.
And it just kept going, didn't it? Like we were watching the tickets and they saying, right, so we were hearing 800,
going up and up.
900, there'll be over 1,000 there.
Because it went like all the way around the back, didn't it, and up the side. It was class, to be fair.
It was.
The penalty shootout though, when 90th minute, when Quiggers missed.
It's the Grant Smith reaction that gets me every time.
Yeah.
That one.
Oh,
it's mad.
It's so funny. What a keeper.
Yeah, hell of a keeper.
Oh,
very good.
What a guy.
So
good. As well,
as
post-match interview against Southend. He was like, glad to be back. Bless him. We're glad you're back.
Yeah, no, he's a good goalie, mate.
He's a very good keeper.
He's class.
Very good
Absolute
keeper.
class. But the Weymouth game is crazy. The thing is though, with the penalties right at the end, all of the Weymouth fans come over as well.
Yeah.
So it was like all one.
Yeah.
And also the penalties are at our end.
Yeah.
Perfect to give them stick there.
I think I won the toss. That was a
Yeah,
big
yeah.
toss. That was a big toss to win that. For the
that's
penalty
class.
Massive,
because I thought, God, I'm really going down.
Unsung hero.
So I didn't take a penalty, but I'll take the credit.
That's funny. This isn't in the FA Cup, but a little side note: Wrexham game, the 2-0 away when you scored. Great goal.
It was
a great goal.
Hasn't been spoken about enough because we scored a few screamers that month.
We watched it on repeat a few days ago.
So have I.
You hold it down your wallpaper and skip.
I just keep watching it now. It kind of went under the radar because there was a lot of good goals that month. Like what was it?
We had Bromley, Chazza and Knowles.
Both goals
Yeah.
against Bromley. Knowles is one against Eastleigh.
Yep.
So we had some good goals.
Yeah.
Very good.
Bless it. First goal for the club.
Just
on the radar.
No one even batted an eyelid at it, and it was actually quite a good goal. Like, it was
really good goal.
like
Come in.
Yeah,
it was really weird.
On the half volley, it was quite a
Top
good goal,
bins.
actually.
You were buzzing. Your post-match interview after the game.
To be honest, I thought the goalie had saved it at the time. I thought, how does he save that? Like, it was just kind of one of them things. It was just another like resolute performance, like another clean sheet.
We seem to like thrive in them situations where we go in there as the underdog. You know, 8,000 or whatever there was of them.
There was
a couple hundred of ours.
Yeah.
You know, which is brilliant for the time and travel it took and that. But just going out there, you know, we all know about their backing and what they've got. So, and we started the game well, didn't we? Even when they had 11 men, they weren't causing us any issues. And then we just kind of stepped it on, and it was just probably up there with one of our most professional performances of this season, I would say.
Did they get a red card?
Yeah. Liam
was
McGuinn
that Dan Ross, wasn't it?
Yeah, he jumped in on Mossy.
Yeah.
Bless him. He's gone now, isn't he?
Yeah. He was a hell of a player.
Mossy, a good lad as well. Really good lad.
Seemed like quite a quiet lad. I don't know why.
Yeah, he's just a strange little northerner.
Yeah, he's funny. You get him out of his shell. He's a good lad.
Yeah, no, he wasn't like the most. He was quite quiet, but when he did say something, it was funny, wasn't it?
Yeah,
like,
proper funny.
And the relationship he had with the boys he lived with was funny. Like, it was class. So
good lad.
He'll be missed. He will be missed.
He will be missed with us.
Yeah, he's a good player, mate. He's been solid. Really he played like a Yeovil player, didn't he? Which is all you can ever ask from a loanee, really.
For a young lad as well to play with that the head that he did and how controlled he was every game. You know, you wouldn't think that was his first real loan, would you? In men's football.
Yeah, really good. Another player who plays for the badge, Jordan Barnett.
Yeah,
what a goal against Torquay.
Oh my word! In the Thatchers, we were like directly in the left, the where it went in, the top bins. Oh my word! What's coming from my head?
To be fair, like we said, that is probably. I think that's the best goal I've ever seen. Like,
that's what we said. We said it's the best goal
definitely.
Bar Staunton's at Wrexham. It's definitely the best one.
Second. We'll join first.
Technical difficulty, my one probably. I remember thinking, what's he shooting from here for?
That's what we thought.
Because it was kind of like tight. It was a bit under his foot.
Yeah.
I thought, why is he shooting? And he hit a good one
against Yeovil, didn't he? When he was at
we played at County, away.
Jesus Christ, that's the best hit I've ever seen. It was
over till the last second and just.
And it went
dipped
as in the top
Yeah,
corner.
I've never
as
seen
it
the
was.
ball so
it was perfect.
Like you could have about 3 goalies in there. They're not saving.
Yeah,
that.
it was
Not
honestly
that.
perfect.
Yeah.
It's like that, and it was in the top corner.
It was ridiculous. He's
It
got
was
a nice
great.
left foot and
I just
caught
love
it
his
straight.
challenges.
He's a bit like a second midfielder now, doesn't he? A little bit in your system.
You can use him in different roles, can't you?
Play him anywhere.
Yeah, he does.
Play him
He does
anywhere.
put a shift
He works hard. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At this level, you can if you work hard in any position, you'll stand a chance. And he's doing some of his tackles are
good.
Especially against
Good
Bournemouth, he was flying.
I
in.
wouldn't want to see him in the Prem, would you?
No, oh my God.
Play many games in the Prem.
See a lot of that.
But,
VAR, red card.
he definitely wears his heart on his sleeve, Geordie.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
He really
very good
does.
little player.
Stevenage game. Wow.
Chazza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's he like? What is Charlie Whitfield like as a guy? Because I feel like he's quite quiet.
He's quiet.
Yeah, he's really
Come on.
quiet.
He just,
Man of
just
a few
constantly
words.
says, "Come on,
Come on.
He's a good lad.
Yeah.
A nice guy.
Yeah.
Good at
really
football
nice
as well.
guy.
Hell of a player.
Good
lad, come in for us and been brilliant really. 'Cause it's a difficult one when you come down from such a high pedigree and high.
Is that an egg?
Worst ones. When you come down from the situation he has, and being at Chelsea, and there's a lot of expectations, and a lot of people probably don't want to see him do well or rule him out on that. But he's been brilliant for us, hasn't he? And definitely since we went on that run and the turning point, he's been one of the first names on the team sheet, hasn't he? And how hard he works off the ball as well, and then the moments he gives us.
Yeah. He's got a nice little chant as well.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
One of our mates,
One of our
Lexus,
mates
has made that.
Really?
Created that chant, yeah.
He did.
Yeah, to be fair, he deserves it. He's exciting, isn't he?
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is like,
He-
as a fan, that's all you want. Like,
I mean,
a bit
obviously
of
you're
excitement.
standing in the factures, but like if I was like sitting down, I'd say he's like the type of player that gets you off
gets
your
you off
feet.
your feet. He does, yeah,
Definitely.
and like he's electrically fast.
Yeah.
like,
First game he played, we were Tamburinos then, I think. We just sat down.
Oh yeah, that
Watched
was Forest Green friendly.
Appreciate
Mark
it.
Little guy.
yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah, he come on and we're like, who is he?
Yeah.
Why is he so good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think at this level, pace can rip teams apart, and he's shown that on. And he can finish to add to that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
Stevenage,
it-
the Stevenage
like,
game,
Stockport
the
was
1-0.
a good finish.
Stockport was a great finish.
Obviously, Bromley's a
Stevenage.
good goal. Stevenage a good
Scored a
finish.
good one against Woking, and he got in the box when
Yeah,
Nosey slid it.
And he's he's a top lad. To be fair, the dressing room's full of good lads.
Yeah.
It really is. It's like
It's a pleasure to be in every day.
yeah,
Isn't it?
it's like a little brotherhood, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
fun. It's a
definitely.
funny place to be sometimes.
Definitely.
The little relationships, but yeah, there's Chaz has done well, and hopefully he continues to do well.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
Who's in charge of the music in the changing rooms?
Me. I'm the
Really?
DJ, yeah.
We were
Yeah.
talking about it before, and we
Yeah.
said you're like an ABBA guy, we reckon. Bit of ABBA.
We all know.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
I do like the
music
80s.
that
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
don't like. If you
I'm
see us in the
very
car
fluid.
on the way here,
Very
it'll be
fluid.
very,
I think it's
very
a compliment.
Westlife.
I'm very Justin Bieber orientated. I'm a big Bieber fan.
Nice,
So,
nice. Old Bieber or like new Bieber?
all Bieber.
Every
A
Bieber.
believer.
Really?
I'm a believer. Like so I have to keep a lot of Bieber off the. I sneak some in the match day
Yeah,
playlist,
he's got
but it's
something
all
that
like
can fit in.
I try and cater for everyone, but at heart we're secretly at heart 80s, isn't we?
Yeah.
Like, we like 80s.
We said you're
music.
like an Arctic Monkeys type of guy.
Yeah, I don't mind him.
He can listen to anything.
Yeah,
my
like,
and he
girlfriend's
goes
a bit of
through
that. So
phases. He
I've
goes
got like
through
all
phases.
the catfish and ballman side of that
Yeah,
from my
That's what
girlfriend
I thought
and
you'd
everything. I do. Yeah, I like a bit of everything, to be honest.
Yeah,
Bit of Spice Girls? Bit of Spice Girls?
No, I'm not.
No,
I wouldn't
I don't
even
stretch that
No,
far.
That's a bit more my area. I can't.
Yeah, bit of Posh Spice.
That's your niche, is it?
But yeah,
like,
on a
what
match day, it's kind of typical, innit? Got to get
I
yourself
to be
up
honest,
and
I try and listen. I try and make it a little bit different. Like a lot of teams are like housey, aren't they?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
try and pump it. Like,
Yeah,
pump
whereas
everyone
I
up.
actually go the other way. I try and
Don't you
I
know? Pump
yeah,
it up.
exactly.
The
I try and
Yeovils
get
going
people's
up.
emotional side going. Yeah.
That's the same with me though. When I'm in the
Chris
car,
Brown, like I want
Yeah.
people singing along, like
Yeah.
like rather than
you
just
want to
banging
feel
their head.
relaxed.
I
And
like
you want to
that.
be
Yeah.
you want to be ready to go, don't you? You want
Yeah.
to feel in your best state.
normally I get relaxed. Last song is proper like.
Yeah. We've got our.
We have our
I can never remember what it's called.
Can't Stop by the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's like our
great
walkout song. So
So
like,
we banged that full volume as we were just getting our last bits ready,
Yeah.
and
So last 2 minutes before we go out,
Last 2
that
minutes
comes
before
on
we're walking
at
down the
5
tunnel.
minutes past we go out,
that's
7
us.
minutes
And
past.
everyone, and that kind of clicks everyone to know, right?
Yeah.
Head on
Game
now,
time is
head
go.
on now, yeah, it's time to go.
It's got batter some people.
I'm always up for adding more. So if there's any music suggestions,
Yeah, if we get any suggestions from the...
That's to me a good quote.
Bit of Sam Fender.
Yeah, like him.
Love it for
like
Sam
him a
Fender.
lot. Yeah. Hypersonic missiles.
Nice.
That one.
Nice.
Oh, if he's
17
he'll
going
show
on
me it.
Yeah, he knows him, we just don't
He's
know.
not quite I wouldn't really say a football type of person. Not like a football, like, get in a mood for a football game.
No, but we have...
But in the car...
We have a nice chilled one, don't we? I've got a nice chilled album.
Chilled
so,
place,
like...
Nice.
So after training, me and him are usually last in. So we'll just bang it on the
We'll just
speakers.
be in the full blast in the
and
shower.
like, we'll just have a nice
Any
chilled...
any songs on there?
Yeah.
What?
Get out now, mate. But what's on there? Like, there's a lot of 80s, like...
David Gray, Babylon,
Yeah,
them type of songs. Kenny Rogers, we love.
Yeah,
don't
we like
Dolly
Kenny
Parton.
Rogers. Yeah.
Really old school.
Yeah.
Like, really old school.
Yeah.
I actually rate that highly.
Wings of Love. That's one of my personal favourites. There's a couple of Justin Bieber songs on there, obviously.
Shock.
uh,
See, I thought you would be like a proper, like, not drill, but like a bit of AJ Tracy
No, that's
maybe.
Chaz, I reckon.
Bit of
nah.
Dave.
No,
Yeah, it's Charlie
don't mind
Wakefield.
Sonny
Charlie
likes Sonny's a young lad.
Sonny's
likes
a
to do
Londoner,
that, likes to do
Sonny's
that
a
music.
Londoner,
We have
innit,
to
like-
nip it in the bud when he drives sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, next song. Come on.
Yeah.
Heard this one last week.
Where's the Bieber at?
Where's the beat?
Exactly.
Where's the yummy?
Some love songs on.
we don't mind that. We just
No,
we like a sing along, don't we? We like what we can.
Yeah, like we like
can
singing.
sing
Yeah,
to.
we love it.
Like Sonny's songs are very aggressive. Like murder, aren't they? Like
Yeah, a lot of-
do you know what I mean? Like
everything's going on in them songs.
there's like a lot of carnage going on, a lot of bad words.
Yeah.
To be fair, we've not had any complaints about the dressing room music, have we? Everyone's
I try and
enjoys
cater
it.
for everyone. So like, if someone's got something they want, they just come and say.
Yeah.
And if I don't like it, I just don't play it.
Except for Justin
It's in the
Bieber.
queue. It's in the queue.
There's a few. Jordan added a few, and I thought, this does not fit. The
Quigs
vibe."
had the Fisher one, was it?
Yeah, what's that one?
Losing It, was it?
Yeah,
Was it?
you know that song, Losing It. Like it's like a
I'm
proper
losing
like,
it. To
Yeah, that.
yeah.
Oh, was it?
We played that once and it went down like a fart in an elevator, mate. It didn't go down well. So that one got whipped out nice and quick, like. But yeah, but to be fair, we were quite good because I've played in teams where everyone's had to like put in 3 songs. At the
Yeah,
end of
see,
the
that's
season,
what I thought.
But
you'd
everyone's
all
just
be.
let me get on with this shit.
Yeah,
It's
not
quite
good that way.
steady. It's quite a steady playlist. I've built it up over the years
Yeah.
from being in football. So like.
So it's
there
like
is
old
some,
school Bieber, middle Bieber,
Yeah, so it's like-
new Bieber.
all the different albums. No, but there's like classics from like 7 years ago you wouldn't pick, isn't there?
Yeah.
But they're like still on there.
Club,
and
Yeah.
like club songs what you would have
Yeah,
got
yeah. Like proper R&B songs.
yeah.
Like.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
So
Bit of R&B, soul
yeah.
R&B.
Yeah,
Nice.
I like that sort of stuff.
so
That's really. That shocked me. That
Mm.
I thought it would be like a proper pumped up train.
I think some of them are, but we've tried it before. I tried it before, like playing a really like, and then it just didn't. We were just losing, so I just changed it up a bit more like songs you could sing to. And,
Yeah,
like, a bit,
bit
more,
bit singy
more,
song.
bit softer.
Yeah, nice. I like that. I like that. Well, Jordan Barnett doesn't cater for that, does he? He's just metalhead. He just goes out.
Yeah, he's
He's definitely got AirPods in, listens like something else.
some of the songs he put on that playlist like strange. They probably are young people's songs. I don't know. Like,
No Bieber on there for him then.
nah,
No way.
He wouldn't even know people was now.
So yeah, we got Southend game. You scored.
Mm.
Are you taking that?
Definitely. Yeah, disappointing. We're not going to never sit and slander officials or anything, but yeah, I felt it was a bit of a strange one. I think Quiggs nodded it down and hit me sort of here region, didn't even know about it, and he shouted for me to turn and just turned and put it in. And the fact that none of their players really appealed or anything for the ref to. You know, if you're unsure, normally you just stick with a goal. You would just leave it as it is. So, yeah, it was disappointing because that probably gave us 10 minutes, including added time, to maybe go and look for that other one, which we ended up getting through Rube. So, yeah, it's disappointing, but you know, probably didn't warrant enough to.
No, we weren't
to get what we did.
It was kind of like it was a flat performance. Like I think it took a while to get hold of the shape in the game, and but like you say, it was a harsh goal to cancel out. Like not very often do you see a goal no one complained.
Yeah.
No one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? None of their players come running over to. None of their players come running over to the ref.
Yeah.
Everyone just accepted it was a goal, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like they turn around, like heads down.
They were, yeah.
And the next thing, the whistle was blowing. It was a strange. But to be fair, like when the refs get against you, they can get against you. And it's just one of the things. But like Hunty says, we didn't warrant a point. The way we played, we didn't. But then again, on the other end of the foot, if we'd have got a point, we'd have been saying that's what a good team does. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Yeah.
So it's a double-edged sword, really, and it would have been nice to come away from a point, an undeserved point, but still.
Definitely, it's about time we took a few of them this season, because a couple have took them off us, haven't they? Or took all 3 when they've not deserved it. So.
Yeah, saw the notification come through.
Yeah.
In the back of the net by Hunt. Yes, come on. It's ruled out.
Yeah,
You're joking.
Disappointing, but we need to be more.
Happens in football, doesn't it?
It does. There is highs and lows every season, and
it does.
And unfortunately,
but a lot of highs this season, though.
Yeah,
a lot of highs this season.
Hopefully there'll be
really good.
More, but we just need to find some middle ground.
Yeah.
We can't like it's hard going on a 12-run win and then going on a 5-run, 4-run loss. Do you know what I mean? If we can turn a couple of them losses into draws, or and we can just find some middle ground, it'll be much better. Mental state of mind will be much it'll be much easier.
But to be fair, we're getting a lot of fans now, because when we went through the rough stage, obviously the fans kind of turned, and then we went on a little bit of a run, and then people started coming. Then we went on a more of a run, and then there's loads of fans.
I think the 2,000 people. I think the FA Cup run sort of helped with that.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah,
because it's like a big stage.
Being on telly a lot as well.
Yeah, it's obviously a hard time to get fans. You know what I mean? Like, COVID's probably keeping a fair few away, and like the uncertainty with that. We underperformed at the beginning of the season, so we probably turned away people who started coming in the season. But look, all we can do is try and give the fans a reaction on the pitch. You know what I mean, like try and show them that we're going to play for their club, and give them something to cheer about. And last couple of games haven't been great, but over the last couple of months we've given them plenty to cheer about, and obviously that entices more people to come in. So fingers crossed we can get back on that boat. And
we've loved it. All of us have loved it.
And I think the players. I think this year especially last year was weird with no fans. I obviously didn't play much, but it's been nice to build a relationship up with fans. Don't you think? Like,
definitely. Some
of the moments we've had after games, especially the away games when like people travel and you know like the sacrifice they've made to travel. Some of the like moments we've had at the end of the games, like Aldershot was special, Wrexham was a special night, and like
Dagenham and Bromley were both good. Yeah, doing them in a week was them two in a week was a big one for us.
And teams probably hate us because we celebrate wins like we've just won the World
Cup. Though. We love that. Us as fans, we absolutely love that.
But that's what it's about, isn't it? If you can't celebrate the wins, what's the point of playing?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we're there. We're doing what the fans would give their lives to do, play for the club. Do you know what I mean? So
it's even like the Bournemouth game. Like, I know we lost, but I saw you, Wakefield and stuff. You going over, taking photos.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So, because Wakefield gave us a shirt away as well.
Yeah,
it's like not a lot of people. I don't reckon teams like that would go over, because every single game, all of you lot come around and clap. Obviously,
a lot of people go straight down the tunnel.
Yeah, you saw like the big boys. The big boys go in the tunnel.
Definitely, don't they? There's like, especially higher up the pyramid, the lack of rapport between the players and the fans is like.
That's why I think this season especially has been really, really good with the fans and the players.
Yes, it's nice. It's nice to know who you're playing for. Do you know what I mean? Like, and give yourself an opportunity to build a relationship with the club, and because otherwise there's no. It's like you don't have the understanding of what it's like to be a Yeovil fan. Do you know what I mean? So if you can speak to fans and resonate with them, it gives you another incentive to go and do well on the pitch. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, sometimes we hold your weekends in our hands. Do you know what I mean? And if we go out there and put on a horror show, it can ruin the night for you. Like I've been in Neil after wins, and I've been in Neil after losses. I know what one's better. So
yeah, we're always around, aren't we? The town as well, and sit and see people and recognise. You know, see you you at work. And you know, we're like that, aren't we? We're always at the gym or going for a coffee or something, doing something. So we see people and speak to people, and we always appreciate that, and sort of that sits well with us, that we know that what sort of town it is and what sort of place it is. And
we love that. Fans love that.
Like you're right. You're constantly in the thick of it. Like, there's no like escaping it, is there? If we've had bad days, I've had people come in the gym and tell us we're rubbish. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's fine. Like, because it's nice to be somewhere where the club is the heart of the community kind of thing, and it's in our hands to make people want to be part of that community, like part of the Yeovil Football Club, and to enjoy coming back and watching us, isn't it? And
Yeah.
and hopefully in the long run we can get the club back where it belongs.
Yeah.
And build something the town's proud of.
Yeah.
The clubs in this league now, though, is like, it's crazy how like big the league is.
Mm.
Like, you got teams like Stockport, you've got your Wrexhams, your Notts Counties. Like, it's just like this league's changed.
Yeah,
We were
there's a lot more as
talking
well,
about yesterday, weren't we? And like, it's probably the strongest it's been. The first year I come in this league with Dagenham, I mean, that was a strong league. We had like Lincoln, Tranmere, Wrexham, Dagenham,
Yeah.
and we had some good teams. Macclesfield at the time, they were good. And we were saying, like, it's probably as strong as that now. Like, you look at some of them big clubs up there, and even like the teams who weren't quite in that bracket, like the Boreham Woods and the Bromleys, they're now consistently right up there every year.
Yeah.
Halifax, like, do you know what I mean? Like, but they're almost like established at that level.
Yeah,
they're almost
they're
like
used to,
they're
used
almost.
to what they're doing.
You look at like Bromley and you think they're not going to be far off the playoffs.
Yeah.
You're not going to be. Do you know what I mean? So, and the pool of teams in that bracket is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And some of the money in this league is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So you're looking at like Wrexham, Stockports, and you're thinking financially they can compete with League One teams.
Yeah, like how are they getting Paul Mullen, like Wrexham? So I just don't get it. I don't even know how much they spent.
And like Wrexham, the atmosphere at Wrexham was ridiculous. Wasn't
Yeah.
I remember we had a little spell second half where we were under it a bit, weren't we? And when we were defending their main end, and you know they just had a couple set pieces, a couple long throws, whatever, like they've got with Tozer, and you know,
yeah, that was.
I remember defending, and we were in that moment, like where we were like everything that's coming in that box, we're dealing with it.
Yeah.
You know, we played centre half,
Yeah.
you know, Morg left back, whatever. We're gonna deal with it. So we were flying at that point, and we're just like Wrexham, and we've got Mullin like right through the back of you, and you're thinking, God. But it kind of made us want to go the other way to think, no chance is this getting in on net and letting you hear that, you know. So
what's your favourite Yeovil chant? Talking about fans and the Wrexham fans and stuff. What's your favourite Yeovil chant? Do you want to chant?
I like the one at the end. No, I'm not too worried about it, mate. I would be very, very surprised if you're seeing a chant for me. There's a lot more exciting players to see one for than
we get one going. we got one going.
Really, what about my bald head? I bet.
No,
it must have been.
Josh thought it was magic.
He wears a magic hat.
Yeah.
He needs a magic hat.
I might have to start writing some down about Josh's bold head then, should I?
But I like the one at the end of the game.
Ole.
Yeah, that one. I like that.
Bouncing around.
Yeah. So what are the actual words that? Because I'm a bit...
On Saturdays we follow.
The
Yeovil
Boys in Green.
Yeah.
We won the Beeping
Conference in 2003. We are the Yeovil Boys.
Yeah.
We travelled here and far.
Yeah.
You will hear us singing from the stands of Hewish Park.
Ole.
Yeah. That's always special for us, especially after a win.
The Weymouth game was special because loads of people were singing it, and you went live as well. We watched after the game. It was so funny.
Yeah.
Everyone was like,
yeah. No, that I like that one. It like proper gets everything going.
That was a funny night, wasn't it? So we had a rule kind of due to a little bit of COVID and a little bit of Jordan. Yeah. So it was you're not allowed to go and like dramatically hug fans, because he had a spell early on where he was doing everything he could to, like sort of.
He loves it, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly. So we kind of think it might have been Litz or someone that set the rule. So £50 if you got caught hugging a fan that wasn't family after a game or during a game when you score or something. So we had a little bit of banter, and so we came in after the Weymouth game, and like we said, the emotions were that high that night that no one could control it.
You and Gorman went sliding on your knees, and you know, obviously my knees battered, so I thought, can't slide on my knees. So they slid on their knees. I just ran straight past them and got in the car. I thought,
so
no.
And then we're getting the Monday after, or whenever it was. What was it? Tuesday night, was it?
It was a Tuesday night
because we got on the Thursday after our day off, and
that must be
there was a few
hell of a day
sat
off.
down in the change rooms. We were like, right, lads, let's be honest. Own up. And Gorm was like a bit of a character. He's like, let's own up now. Like we've got, so obviously it got videoed. So like 8 of the boys are just on proof. Paul screenshot, just hugging fans. Mossy, Sonny, Robbo, all the lads, and we're like, and it's going round. He was like, I'll give you a chance to own up, Bob. And it came round to me, and remember Gorm was like, and I was like, and he went, you did, because I saw you, because I did it at the same time. So I'm like, so I think we've got about £1,300 towards the kitty. That day.
I spun first, didn't I?
So we have a wheel.
We have a wheel, so it's got all like different things on it. It's a £50 fine. So I had the first spin, start of the day.
So it's got like triple, double, half it, forfeit.
What are the fines for? What can you get
So
fined
for hugging the fan, that was what the fine was for.
Yeah,
So
goes towards.
Is there anything else?
Christmas do. So there's like a big list of fines.
Loads,
really?
loads
Little-
of housekeeping, late,
little
dirty
petty
boots,
things like-
just to keep standards up.
And I was first fine of the day, spun the wheel, times 3.
Oh.
150. I got done a ton. Sonny got done 150.
Me, Mossy, and Sonny all got done 150, which is like the maximum for £50 fine.
So we ended up having about £1,300
Yeah.
that one, just from about half an hour's worth of.
Jesus.
It was worth it, to be fair. It was worth that moment
definitely.
was worth 150 quid for me.
That was so funny.
Definitely. None of us would have gone back and gone.
Nah. Like,
Gone, oh no, that
Come
wasn't
money
worth
back.
it.
yeah.
No sense. We'd all do it exactly the same
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
So, because at the end, got the 2 scarves, wrapped it around their posts.
I think that is my favourite picture
There's
I've
a
ever seen in
photo,
football.
isn't it?
That's up there. The 2 pictures that are good from the Weymouth games is the home game when Gormo's in and the
that
lad who's
Rose's
just
face,
Rose,
yeah.
the lad who's just come on like snarling
He
in
looks
his.
so aggressive,
in
that
his
little
face.
Irish lad.
Them 2 pictures from that weekend are brilliant.
I think that one of him tying that around the post is
That was
That's not mine.
that was
That wasn't my one. That was
Finn's.
one.
Yeah,
that could be my
Finn Clark.
favourite picture I've ever seen in football. Like I've been involved in. I thought it was absolute class.
So
mate.
funny,
I was
especially
so
because it's
close.
Weymouth as well.
Yeah.
I was so
And he
close
left
to getting
it,
on the
didn't it?
pitch.
So, like come the end of the game, that was just on the post. And
So they've got a Yeovil scarf.
yeah, they will have someone
They've
who's
got
still
Yeovil
tied
scarf.
around the post, isn't it?
We've still got to do it twice more. Yeah, we've not even played.
Yeah, we've got
in
them
the-
in a
we're
week,
playing
so
in the-
Feb,
in the
second of
Yeovil-
Feb, yeah,
Been
second of
changed
Feb.
Changed to a Friday night now, I think. Hasn't it?
Really?
Has it?
I'm sure I saw.
What the?
Unless I dreamt.
It's
it.
1st of February, isn't it? That one of them was.
I'm sure it's been changed to a Friday
Start of
night. I'm
Feb.
sure it has quarter to.
Excited?
Yeah,
I might have just made that up completely. I'm pretty sure I am now.
I saw it got rearranged the other day.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's a 7:45 kickoff.
Yeah, it's a Friday night now.
Pretty sure.
So that'll be special.
Do you like it? Do you like an afternoon game or an evening?
I like night games.
Night
Yeah.
games are the
So
best
Tuesday night
ones.
under floodlights.
Bit of drizzle in the air.
Yeah.
That's for me. That.
Can they do it in a cold, rainy night in
Yeah.
Yeovil?
And it does get cold down there.
It does get very cold.
Something like that, you'll say, like that wet cold. It's like
Yeah.
damp.
You're thinking you're down south
Horrible.
of the country. You're thinking it'll be all right.
Yeah.
But
Like up north, you got that disgusting like freezing air.
Yeah.
Like where it's just cold. You turn to
bitter.
ice.
Yeah.
Down here, it's like wet. You're like,
yeah.
I'm so
Yeah.
cold. My joints.
It's
are
like
wet.
it's like horrible. It's so
thick.
Yeah,
It's
that's
so
what I mean.
strange. Like the air is so thick down there.
It's weird to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
But like it is.
It's like always like misty.
Yeah. Horrible.
So,
but it's funny though because when Bournemouth come, obviously they don't have and Torquay.
They have a roof.
They have a roof.
Yeah.
It was tipping down.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
Absolutely
I do
tipping
love
down.
Oh, that when we come out at the start of that Bournemouth game, that was
Yeah.
disgusting.
It was awful.
We went in. It was
You couldn't see
like-
anything on the telly.
I was nearly not wearing an Under Armour because it went out. You don't wear them, do you? And I thought, I won't wear one because it was fine in the warm up. Jesus.
Yeah, I know.
We come out, it was like a blizzard.
Tips it down. Heavy
Horrible.
drops.
My mum was watching it at home, and I went home and I was like, "Oh, you watched the game?" She's like, "Yeah, I watched the first half, but I couldn't watch it." She was like, "You could not see the screen, so it was just
Yeah.
covered in
Them
like."
BBC Cup
And
ties, they
it's-
do that though. They
it's
leave
the-
all the
Yeah.
cameras. They're
The
so
red bottom one
amateur.
as well, so it's not even
so amateur.
it's not even the main one. So there's just some bloke just he's gone for a pie, just left camera.
She looks so bad.
Apparently, we don't do pies on the away days.
We do pasties.
We do pasty.
Really?
He gave it a 5 out of 5 though. Apparently, our
That's
pasties a
you
5
know,
out of 5.
We're good at doing
Pasty,
food.
that, innit?
Yeah.
Don't know,
Love a bit
I
of
like
pasty,
a
mate.
steak pie, don't
He
we?
said it was very nice. Yeah, we have the Yate game,
Yeah.
5-0.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Like they're little banana skins, aren't they? Like if you win, everyone goes, "Yeah, you should have won."
Yeah.
If you lose, just like world's about to end. So we had a good day. We started well, which was massive. If we'd have, you didn't play that, did you? So
He's suspended.
yeah.
Mm.
But if we'd have gone and given them a sniff at the beginning, it could have been a whole different day. Do you know what I mean? Like them,
Yeah.
like the pitch and that is a level of like when you go
Yeah.
place like that, it was boggy. It wasn't the nicest pitch. Luckily, well, not luckily, professionally,
Yeah, it was a good
planned.
game, wasn't it?
We've done exactly what we needed to do,
Okay,
and we started bright. We got an early goal, and it kind of just killed the game for them.
Mm.
Took all their momentum, like all their fans. They had nothing to get behind. So that was a nice FA Cup first round.
Yeah.
It turned out it could have been horrible.
Yeah.
Them games I've played in them games, and they are like the game this weekend. Needham Market.
Yeah. We're sitting down for that one. Got a nice little chill
Yeah.
one.
They have the potential to be horrible games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like
Definitely.
it's their cup final,
Mm.
and we've got to start right.
Yeah.
And luckily on the game at Yate we did start right, and hopefully we'll do that again this
Because you
weekend.
can't just go into it thinking you're gonna like steamroll
No,
the team.
no,
You just
no.
never know how they're gonna
No.
turn up.
No,
And also, you never play them.
They got nothing to lose.
Yeah, exactly.
It's 11v11 at the end of the
Yeah.
day, innit? For at the start of the game. So you have to go into proper hours. I remember being at home watching then the boys started against Yea, and you're hoping for that early goal, and then you see on flash scores 1 and 2, and you think they've done the job now. They should be professional. Should be have the mindset to see it out, and then they did that. It couldn't have gone any better.
Do you get nervous or excited before a game?
Does it depend what game it is, really?
I wouldn't say. I don't think I was getting nervous.
So I feel like you'll be buzzing. I feel like you'll be absolutely buzzing.
I'm relatively calm. Like
calm with the Bieber.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you got the yummy.
Don't get him singing. No.
So I'm listening to some nice No, I don't really get nervous anymore. I think it's kind of like
I'm getting a bit worried.
You get a bit like I think you get like a bit butterflies, especially the big games.
It's hard to describe. There is some sort of emotion that's not nerves, but
it's like an anxiety
in between nerves and excitement. You want that, but you want it's the best feeling, isn't it? You want to get rid of that feeling, and then it goes as soon as you walk out.
So I during the warm up, I'm just
all the time. We noticed that when
he'll be running, I'm like, oh, good run. Just trying to get people, but I wouldn't say I'm not nervous. Definitely excited. I think, especially after the year I had last year, I've kind of gone back to not taking football for granted. I kind of appreciate every time I actually get to play. So I'm excited, not nervous excited, but I enjoy it. It's what you train for, and you don't train to not play on Saturday. So it's nice, and all the time you're out there, it's brilliant, and playlist definitely helps.
The Beebs, the absolute Beebs.
I'll have to get that playlist. I can't.
Share it over. So how did you get into football? Obviously, football you just play as a lot of dads and stuff. Drain it into their kids and stuff to football. So obviously we've watched our dads and granddads and stuff. Granddad used to play for Yeovil.
Oh really?
Yeah, Yeovil, Sunderland, West Ham. So
she had a good career. Jesus.
Yeah, got it from him really. Then my dad used to play. Brother used to play. Brothers. So obviously that's why I've got it.
Yeah.
But and I've obviously a bit young and not going to make it far. So where did you two start? And how did you start?
Different stories. I'll let you go first, mate.
Different
stories.
Yeah, what's it like in the different background? What's it like?
I suppose you can have whatever upbringing you.
Yeah.
It's all different. It's a game of luck at the end of the day. It's a game of opinions and a game of luck. So it's kind of like it's not how you've got there; it's where you've got. Do you know what I mean? So we've had completely different upbringings in terms of. I think I'm right in saying that, aren't I? Yeah. In terms of where we've played as young players, how we've been in the system, kind of thing. But ultimately, we're at the same level now. Do you know what I mean? So he'll probably learn things on the way I've been brought up, and I'll learn things on the way Huntley's been brought up. So you're trying to just take as much information as you can from different people, but we couldn't probably be further opposite, I don't think.
No, so I started young like anyone. My story's fairly typical, most kids would be dad football mad, family all supportive of it, growing up Sunday league, blah blah blah. Went to Nottingham Forest when I was about a young lad, 11, 12, something like that, and just had a couple of years there, just wasn't ready, mentally, used to get really nervous, didn't enjoy games, loved the training during the week, didn't enjoy the games. Mum used to take me Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday to drive her to Nottingham while my dad were at work, and sacrificed a lot, and it just weren't right for me. So I came out of it, went back to Sunday League, and then I went a very non-league route through it all, played Sunday League up till 16 or whatever, and then played for Matlock Town, a non-league team in Evo Stick Prem, and I was 17 turning 18, playing first team for them, and I went on loan to the team Belper nearby as well, played 30 or so games for them. So I was playing the non-league route as a young lad with my size and what I was doing. I got a bit of interest, and then I was lucky enough as well and earned it as well. Got a contract at Derby when I was 18. So my first real glimpse of football was just like that. I was signed a professional contract at Derby and with the 23. So mine changed in a heartbeat, that I was suddenly a professional footballer, whereas he will tell you that he come through a route and a YT and all this, and I didn't have that. So I kind of had a very non-league route, but I wouldn't change that like he probably wouldn't change his. And I think the experience of playing at non-league and appreciating what it's like, and especially lower down, the things you have to do, and training twice a week and trying to keep yourself fit during the week as a young lad. And I didn't get a job earned a little bit of money from Matlock, not a lot of money, and I decided against getting a job. My dad didn't. He was massive on just like keep believing, using your days for fitness and hoping that you get that chance. You know what I mean? Rather than a lot of lads do, that good players settle and get a job, get a business job or get a job in an office, and money ties up. It's all right, you know, and you settle for playing that level, which is brilliant for some people. They earn great livings off both jobs, but for me, I wanted to keep going until I got that chance and hoping it would come, and luckily it did. And then, you know, a few loans, and then when you get into professional football, then everything changed, you know, a few clubs and whatnot, and find yourself here.
Yeah, but I think like the way Hunty's done it is admirable, and like you're probably, like you say, I wouldn't change it much, but I would, if I could go back now, I would try and play first team football at 17, 18 like Hunty did, because
that's crazy.
I was in the system, and like I look back now, I think, where did that actually stand me? But I think you're probably the benefit you've had from playing senior football since 18 will hold you in good stead for a long time. And I was going to start by saying I was a kid and I was big for my age, but I'm sitting next to him, so I probably wasn't. I was probably very small. No, I was. I got two older brothers, so I got like 2 years and 4 years between 2 years and another 2 years. So I'm 2 years younger than 4 years younger. So I was constantly with the ball at my feet, like. Always.
Same with me. I got 2 older brothers.
So like we used to play every day after school, every day, every weekend. And I remember I signed for Gillingham when I was like 6. But I was playing with like my eldest brother, so I was quite big for my size. I was never hunted for my size, but I was built like a 10-year-old at 7. So I was physically fine, and I was playing way above my age groups, and I signed for Gillingham at 6, and I was there till I was 19. So I spent the whole of my life in that academy.
Jesus.
And like I thought I was going to be a footballer at Gillingham. Obviously, managers change, things don't happen like that. So my plan was always focused on being a footballer. Nothing else mattered to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, naively, nothing else mattered to me. So I've probably been in the system. Like, if I could go back now, I would stay in the system. But like, ideally, I'd have gone out on loan to a team like Hunty played for when he was 17, 18, because I think you learn much more from being in men's football now. Like what I've learned from than I would have been playing in youth teams, and like kind of I was one of the fortunate ones. I was one of the main players in my group, but I think a lot of players get left behind in academies, and they're kind of like they're facilitating the ones who they might have a chance making it. So like I actually think I played with some good players. Like Adamola Lookman done it Hunty's way, and he's at Everton now. Like when I was at Charlton, he come in from Sunday League. He'd never kicked a professional ball.
It's like Jamie Vardy.
Yeah, and like you learn so much from being in like that environment where you almost like you're forging yourself a career. Do you know what I mean? Nothing's given to you, is it? And because like if you see like not so much at Gillingham, I wasn't like wrapped up in cotton wool, but some of these young lads at like the top clubs.
Oh yeah.
They got no.
Get looked after.
They
no
got
perception.
no like. And then it's hard going the other way because not many people make it at that top level. So when you're dropping down, they find it really, really hard financially, like the environment they're in, the facilities they've got. Yeah. Whereas Hunty's gone completely the other way, do you know what I mean? So he's kind of like, everything, you're only going to get better, do you know what I mean? Like,
and appreciate that.
So you'll be grateful for everything. And I'm similar because Gillingham wasn't like a massive training complex. It was old school football, do you know what I mean? And the managers and stuff made sure you never got carried away. But that's how I got into it, and I was lucky. I stayed in the Gillingham system for 13 years. Unfortunately, never progressed any further than that. But it was a good club. It kept me grounded. It wasn't like one where I got carried away with myself. I was very much.
Which is a massive thing now, like young football players. Yeah, definitely. Like our age and stuff. People get carried away so easily.
We talk about it all the time, mate. The game has changed.
It's like, awful.
The game has changed. We were watching that the Man City. I was watching the Man City game. I sent in the interview of the young lad after the game. There's nothing wrong with what he said.
Cole Palmer.
Yeah, but like it's just another way the game's changed. Like I would not dare at 18 even calling a first team player by his nickname. Do you know what I mean? And things like that. Like I've seen it since I've been a pro. The way the young lads come over with the first team, it's like they've got no. Not that it's a bad thing because it means they're like. I remember when I was young, I was probably nervous when I went up with the first team at 17, Whereas these boys now got no fear and and it's a lot different.
They almost play carefree, don't they? And they don't really.
They treat it like it's another training session for them. Like, and that's probably why they're unleashing their full potential.
Yeah.
But I remember when I went to Gillingham and I was first one up with the first team at 17. Jesus, I couldn't get a word. I probably couldn't get a word out of me. And like you do something the senior players don't like, they just boot you up in the air. Whereas it's not like that anymore, is it? Like us, like the older players are much more approachable, and that like old guard kind of mentality is falling out of the game. But I think like some of the young lads, it's very easy to get carried away, especially with things like social media, because like they'll put a picture, a 20-second highlight up, and it'll be like brilliant. But like, all their mates will be commenting like, "You're incredible." Like,
you might have lost 7-0 and missed missed 3 sitters straight after.
And it's very much like, I think that's just the social media world we live in now.
Yeah,
definitely.
Like,
it has a massive effect on football.
Yeah, and people, and it's even like at the top level, people think like one highlight reel makes a game, whereas you could be dreadful for 89 minutes. You have a good 1 minute highlight reel, and people are saying like, "Look how well he done." So it is just it's just the way of the world, I think, mate. And like, football's just following suit. But I definitely agree. I think it's some young guys, it's easy to get carried away. Yeah, very easy.
I mean, with the squad we have anyway, it's quite a young squad, like at Yeovil anyway. Yeah. So it's like.
We have a really young squad.
Like integrate into the squad.
It's definitely easy. Like, and there's not like many. There's not many tough old school players around anymore. Like who, like it used to be tough. Like going out as a youngster, Huntley's probably even too young for it to like know himself. Like there were some tough footballers. Like Andy Frampton was rock hard when I was at Gillingham. Charlie Lee was probably like the last age. What guy? That old guard, because like he's very much like that. Like if he doesn't like what you're doing, he'll just kick you, kind of thing.
Yeah. A bit like Dicko as well.
Yeah, like that type. That kind of age group was probably like the bottom of it. So like I'd say like Wilco's slightly different to them boys because he's a couple of years younger. Yeah. And it's just like, it's like if you listen to them, what's that podcast you like?
Under the Cosh.
Under the Cosh, like they're very much all that age group. So their stories are all similar kind of animals, like they're nuts, aren't they?
It's like Bold Rooney back in the day.
Yeah. So like, but I think that kind of has fallen out of the game, and it's probably been out of the game at the top level for a long time now. So them young lads up there are confident kid. Yeah. And they got the world at their feet.
Did you have any struggles, like when going through your years of football and stuff? Did you have any struggles, like mental health or anything like that? Anything to do with that? Any injuries, big injuries?
Yeah, when I was 12, I'd done my knee for the first time. When I was 12, I had a bad injury on my knee. It was like a deformity, and it was kind of like it was a routine operation, but not great at 12. And that was probably, but at that age you're too young. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like you don't have any fear. It's like going up a ladder. You just climb it at that age. Like whereas now I'd be like, oh my god, if I fall. So
it's like walking on 3 drains.
Yeah. Like you just got no concept of like what's serious in life at that age. So you're all right. And I wouldn't say I struggle with mental health. There's definitely times when you're grown up and you think, Jesus, this is not worth it. Do you know what I mean? Like
we both spoke about times when I think how like mental health and that awareness has grown massively in the last couple of years. We've spoken with Sonny as well and look back at times when we think probably there was a times when I was a little bit low there, but we would never. We both know it wasn't to the point where we needed help or where we were labelled as something. But I was at Carlisle before I came here, and I was in a very good group that were doing really well. Start of the season, top of the league, and I couldn't get a sniff. I was on the bench, and watching the boys go out and win 3-4-0 every week, and you're sat on the bench, not really a part of it. Got to train after, and although it's such a strange feeling, it's hard to explain to anyone that's not playing football. Like I was so happy for my mates that were going out there and doing the job, and actually I lived with some of the boys. I was buzzing for them. At the same time, I'm thinking,
I'm just going to get involved.
I need that to be me. Yeah. And so after some games, you'd find yourself sat at home or in your car, and you'd be down. I'd speak to my dad, and he's, without like knowing it, I can hear that he's down because I've not played and not made his weekend. Do you know what I mean? So he's down, I'm down. It's like. It can get on top of you, but so then like I got the chance to come to Yeovil, and then I'm thinking, right, I've got and then I go and lose 6-1 on my debut at Torquay, and I'm right back down there again, and then I think, but then we go on that 3-game run, and I signed a long contract here, and suddenly and in a year, like you know, I can't explain how much it's changed in a year. And this is, I think he'll say this like the same, like the happiest I've been at a club and a place and a situation in
Seem
my
like you're absolutely
career.
loving it, especially Bournemouth.
No, this is good.
Mentioned it before, a little Bournemouth game, little Cruyff turns here and there. Seem like he's enjoying
No,
it.
he's doing well.
loving
He's
it.
doing well, Hunty, and he's got a good future ahead of him. So he just needs to keep his head down, work hard. But it's just like life, isn't it? Football's like life.
Yeah.
It's just you have high times, you have low times.
Yeah.
The problem with football is it like exaggerates them, and you can feel like very lonely in football. Like everyone thinks it's brilliant, but you spend a lot of time away from people. Like
Yeah, definitely.
and like Huntley just got a girlfriend, and you'll see her every month.
Yeah, if that. So she's back in Chesterfield, where home is. So about 4 hours, best part of 4 hours apart. So her and family don't get seen very much, and it's just one of the things you have to.
But is it nice? Is it nice living together?
Oh, it's class. It is class, but like sometimes it makes it very hard to switch off from football. Because we'll go home and we'll talk about football. Whereas if you have your like girlfriend or your family, it's a different environment. Whereas it's very full on, and like football is just like life. You have times where things are going well and it feels brilliant, and there's times when things aren't going well. But football can kind of like, it can either be an escape, or it can like it'd be like a domino effect. Do you know what I mean? It compounds that even more. Like you can either feel like, because if you have a bad time off the pitch, but you're having a great time on the pitch, it kind of balances out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's when you're having a rough time off the pitch, like things aren't going your way, and then on the pitch results aren't going your way. It kind of like, you kind of feel like, Jesus, this world's beating me up. But it's important you have perspective. At the end of the day, it is as like serious as it is, like it is a game. And like I think as soon as you have that mentality towards it, you play better because you don't have that fear of failure. And two, you're in a much better place to do well. Aren't you? Like.
And confidence is massive in football. And
confidence in anything is massive,
success, and you will play your best when you're confident and when you're happy. And you know, it's difficult for people to often know, like, you know, we had like what's going on behind the scenes. We had a bit of illness last week before the Bournemouth games. You know, some of the boys, you know, like just stepping foot on that pitch, like for the first time that week, was really included, weren't it? And
it's just short on things, mate. It's just like so much happens, doesn't it? Like, which no one sees, and that's what really, like, people sometimes don't perceive how hard it is going when you game of football. Like Hunty said earlier, it's 11v11 men. It's rock. One team wins a championship a year. Do you know what I mean? Out of the 24 teams that come. So it's not like you go out there every week and you roll out and just go, we're going to win today. Especially at this level.
At the top level, you can't guarantee a win every game.
At the top level, betting is much easier, isn't it? Like you bet, definitely. Like, oh, he's going to win this week.
City, Norwich, bang
like,
City.
Exactly. Whereas this game, so many things are a leveler. The refs are a leveler. The pitches are a leveler.
The Dover game this season, the wind, and
exactly.
We went at it, but the wind and
like,
especially the refs as well.
But it's like, it's so hard, and you kind of, especially like when you play as us and you wear your heart like them. I always look at like Premier League players and I think can't really relate to them. Because definitely. Like I feel completely down when we lose. Like I'm absolutely gutted. Whereas you see them boys like going out partying, I just think like
Maguire.
Yeah, they'll be getting like.
Do you know what I mean? Like
100 a week as well.
And I kind of think like that hurts us when we lose. But them boys just carry on, and it probably allows them to be better. Do you know what I mean? Like because they're not holding that in them. But like, and I think that as fans, I think like I personally think I've said it to him hundreds of times. I think the Premier League will like just people lose enjoyment of it. I think it's like WWE. Like the players are like it's like a story. It's like it's literally like a scripted story. Like 90% of the time you know who's going to win each game. And like
100%.
The players don't really have any relationship with the fans, so the fans feel like completely disjointed with their clubs. And it's just, whereas this year we've focused on making it about us as a town, haven't we? Like, when we win together, and when we lose, it hurts all of us. Because it's no good if we walk off the pitch, we've lost the game. Sometimes you lose games of football, and you lose them in the right way, didn't you? Like I think when we played Bourne Wood away, we lost. We were down to 10 men for 75 minutes. I think that's probably one of the best performances we've had all season.
We came off and couldn't believe how when we knew we'd done it. We were happy with how well we'd applied ourselves that second half, and we should have scored.
Could not get the ball in the back of the net.
Their Ashmore's pulled off one of the best saves we've seen off Quigley's header, and just and they're not going for you. They're not going for you, and they weren't in that moment, were they?
But like you can deal with that, and like you walk off the pitch, you know when you walk off the pitch, if you've done the town proud.
Yeah, I think you're playing for everyone as well.
Yeah, and do you know what I mean? And we walked off that. I walked off that pitch that day, and I thought the boys can be proud of themselves today. We know we've not let the town down.
Yeah,
Definitely. Yeah.
Whereas other times I've walked off the pitch and think like, we've let them lads out there down today.
It's like when we were talking about earlier, like your captaincy as well.
Yeah.
So literally in the box, someone does a good header, you're always over. You're always over like, oh, that's class. Or like someone does something bad.
Hype, man, I think.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But just like, oh, like well done, or like, come on, like, get ahead in the game, and you're always like that.
Yeah,
all the time.
Me and him have a different kind of relationship on the pitch because I probably shout at Hunty when I shouldn't shout at Hunty because I know he can take it and I know it's not gonna. Do you know what I mean? Like there's like obviously as you play with people, you learn.
Yeah,
different
people.
Adapt. So like.
Yeah.
We were the same. We played centre back as well.
Yeah. And like I probably take things out on Hunty because it's a safe one. I know he'll react well to it.
Yeah. There's nothing that we could ever say to each other in any situation that'd make us.
Like that's part of playing as a team. Do you know what I mean? You not understand who you can talk to, like how you demand things from different people. Some people need an arm around them. Some people need hyping up confidence. Some people need
be screamed at.
Yeah. But and it's all like knowing who you can and can't shout at. But we've I think what we're building. I don't think we're anywhere near the final product, like on the pitch, in the dressing room, like where. But I think what we're stepping towards is we're in the right path.
Yeah.
Unless we had like bottomless pit of money, I think it's always going to take time because we're piecing together a jigsaw.
You have to put the steps in place, don't you?
But even like, I think we're doing it the right way, and we've got young, hungry players, and like as a player, that's always exciting to play with.
Because sometimes you can't really just throw money at something.
Oh, well, you look at them teams, how hard it is to actually put like Wrexham. They're just finding it's hard. They just keep buying more and more players.
Yeah.
We work with a very, very tight squad, and we all run for a brick wall for each other.
Yeah.
Whereas
very personal situations, and with relationships with lads, you could tell everyone about everyone's families and partners and situations off the field. We have have good relationships, and you're just going out there on a Saturday, you're looking to your left and your right, and you think he's got my back or whatever. We're gonna do it.
And I think that's key. Because you need people. If you've got like a 30-man squad and people are like just coming in for money, we're not building anything for the future. Do you know what I mean? It's just a quick fix. Whereas I think the Gaffers try building something now where, in the long run, we're gonna build players and people will have sell-on values. Like Hunty's probably got Chaz. They got good careers ahead of them. Do you know what I mean? Like
about 25 mil each.
At least. and we're kind of like. I think we're going about it the right way. I think everyone who comes into the club cares about the club and is doing it for the right reasons, whether they're like hungry to progress. Yeah. But everyone's buying in. Like Mossy, there's a lot of loan players who don't do that.
Yeah. Don't fall in love with a loan player.
He come and played like a. You would never have known he was on loan.
Yeah, I know. No.
He would have died on that pitch for the team.
Yeah. That's what I feel like. The people who are coming in now are proper Yeovil players. They're coming in.
And I think especially I think that's what a town wants to see. People who will, at the end of the day, we are living your boys, like that's your club.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not from Yeovil, he's not from Yeovil. Before I come here I had no affiliation with Yeovil. That's your club long before I was here, long after I'll be gone, that is still Yeovil Football Club. So I think it's important you find people who are going to buy into that and not just come, get their money, go home on a Saturday. Like we are part of the town, aren't we? Yeah. We walk through the town every day off, like we go to the gym every day in town. Like he always winds me up because I'm always talking to people. Like
I'm not as talkative as
him. He's a miserable northerner. I'm a southerner who went up north. Thought, well, this is
I'll
good.
just be like, we'll finish a set on the machine. I'll walk over to start. I think me and Son will be going, where's he? And he's talking to these lads that he's never met. And he's like they're and I think, and that's what's great about him.
The difference between like the big level.
But like that's what it's about.
You just see us around.
Like we're
do you know what I mean?
Like just but everyone's a normal person. Even like them top Premier League players, they're still normal people. But they've just got so much ego with them that people can't talk to them. So
I saw you two in Tesco, and I was speaking to you normally, talking about podcasts and stuff. You in every day before a game?
No, that's the other boys. The other boys in town will go in there, I presume, won't they?
Yeah, we just go if we need food after
we're just
after gym
floaters,
or whatever.
mate. We go anywhere.
You always walk in your sliders. With Sunny as well. It's always the day before a game.
Oh, but do you know what that would be? That's because we finish the gym.
Finish the gym.
Yeah, go in there on a Friday. Go and get everything for the Saturday we want.
Yeah.
So that'll be why.
Do you get a meal deal? What's your go-to meal deal?
I wouldn't even get. Wouldn't even.
I tell you, I did that from Tesco.
What's the meal deal?
The other month. Don't like a cold sandwich or anything really. I'm a bit strange.
Put it in a toast. Put it in the toasting machine.
What's the subs they do, like a
meatball
sub? That were nice. That'd probably be my go-to.
Yeah, I can't say I've ever had them.
Really?
We have a lot of time on our hands. Effectively, don't we? We just gym and train. So to cook in terms of that, we have a lot of time to cook.
Yeah, true. What's your go-to meal? Are you good at cooking?
We were using that Hello Fresh a little while back.
Yeah.
Which was
Let's
fun.
get back on that, don't we?
What's my go-to meal?
I suppose you got a nutritionist anyway, ain't you, at the club, or not?
No,
Have
mate.
you not?
Jesus Christ. We're in the championship now. We've got Scotty Wickens at the sports science.
Oh, yeah.
Keeps on top of things like that. He's a good lad. To be fair, he's very good at what he does.
Been a massive
change
for us.
And he's on things like that. But
paella, we like paella.
yeah, we do like a
yeah.
chicken and chorizo paella. I actually cook a really nice chicken in white wine sauce, asparagus and mashed.
Is he lying?
I haven't cooked it for him. I don't know if I've cooked.
I'm from
Has to be done.
I don't know if I've cooked it. I cooked it for the
too
boys.
posh for me.
Cooked it for like the boys last year.
Anything in gravy will do.
Buying chips.
But that's probably my go-to. If I'm looking to impress someone, that'd be my that'd be my go-to.
Sonny's mum and dad come down as well, don't they? And
obviously.
Sonny's mum's
heritage. Their Chinese heritage.
So
oh, is it?
She taught us.
Yeah.
She taught us the ways to cook their sort of Chinese chicken and Chinese pork bellies.
That's good. That's good to be fair.
We like a lot of that. It's really nice. Yeah.
Like we are going to turn into basmati rice. But it is. It's nice. It's like we try anything in the house. Do you know what I mean? It's like three brothers living together. There's nothing. Yeah, if one of us burns a food, we just go, oh, Jesus.
I saw it at Christmas. I did see it at Christmas. Yeah. That's what it's like. It's like Sonny's like the little brother. He just hangs around.
Oh, he just gets looked after. He's living his best life. He's clueless. You ask him what a dishwasher is.
I know,
a little bit harsh.
He's
adapted, but he gets cooked for me and either me or him cook for him every day. Dishwasher, we do it. He lives his best life.
Who does everything in the house? Like who does the washing? Who does the cleaning?
So we've got the bin man comes around quite a lot.
I'm the bin man.
We just miraculously leave stuff on the side. It gets taken out.
I am like you know them pictures you see when like the man leaves his washing there and the missus does. I'm like that with the bins. They just leave like recycling on the side. I'll just go and get it every week.
You're the missus in the house.
Yeah, but we're quite good with stuff like that. To be fair, like it's actually the cleanest. It's probably the cleanest like clubhouse you'll ever see. Like the thing is we live there all the time, so we treat it like our home. Like we obviously look after it. And I remember these boys weren't here in the summer, but the landlady come round. She was like, Jesus, you've improved the place.
We're always doing things.
Yeah,
if she's listening, we're not. But
we do not drill holes in the wall.
But yeah, we try and look after it, don't we? And again, it goes back to like what our like standards are like as people, and that we don't want to live in them. We don't want to live in this. The young lads that come in with us, they buy into what we do. We make a clean house. We try and do things properly.
And we try living as professional as we can. Like we got in a habit of going gym every day. Then Sonny, when he come with us, isn't he? And like the progression he's made physically from just that's a good thing about living here. There's no distractions. Not like you're in a city, 100%. You can't go out all the time. Do you know what I mean? So you're very much here to play football. Yeah. And
go Neo.
Exactly. Every now and then you might fall into Neo.
Oh no, I'm at the taxi.
But
oh no, I'm in a kebab house. I'm in Troy's.
Just put your hood up when you're in there and just hope for the best.
Only that number plate.
But it gives you a lot of focus. And like there's not a great deal to do, so we end up in the gym an awful lot, then we spend some
even
hours
if we're not gymming or we're just
in the
recovering or pool or
like, which is definitely a positive to your career.
Yeah.
So you message me, you're like, where do we park? In town.
That's the only one I do. The gym park. That is literally our thing. Is
our routes are so simple. Yeah.
To the town, like to the car park behind Nuffield. We know all the supermarkets.
Might go Tesco, we might mix it up, go the back way, go Morrison.
Yeah, like,
I haven't seen you in Tesco in a while.
Yeah, we're not, Asda's on our
we
doorstep.
were staying away from people.
You
Mate.
know,
We were
we're
on,
Asda, we're Morrison's,
yeah.
we're Tesco.
We were on minimal going out duty the last couple of weeks. Make sure we got there for Bournemouth game.
Yeah.
But,
I did think that.
So we were keeping contact to a minimum, but might see us in Neo every now and then. I'm joking.
I'm yet to go in there.
That's a £50 fine.
Everyone's going to think I'm an animal nightclubber. I think I've been in there about 3 times in my life.
Yeah.
3 times a week.
Go to the DJ deck.
Don't you get
Got
like? I think they always give me, because I don't really drink when I go in there, so I'll just have Coke and they just give me it all night. Is that like because you show your car keys or something? Someone told me that, so I just give them my car key that I'm driving.
They probably know you.
I doubt that.
Not know that much.
They give me lemonade all the time. But it's good fun in there. It's good. Again, it's like feeling part of the town. Do you know what I mean? It's really nice.
Yeah,
it's good. We've had some funny times in there.
Because obviously, I bet he wears it all the time. Is Charlie Wakefield's long grey Canada Goose? Does he not wear that?
He comes in a new tracksuit every day.
More
money than sense.
We
get into him. He tries to deny it. Yeah, different.
What's that?
Different Palm Angels tracksuit every day. Like
yeah,
a
always
rainbow.
has Palm Angel and Tesco.
Rainbow all week. Yeah.
He's got some colours of that, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Mint, like
mint, green. He's even got the.
He's got like a red one, pink.
He's got a red one, purple, blue, and then he's got that Yellow World one, I think, which is like the. What's the Netflix program that came out with the Squid Games? He's got like that green, so we all call him, Bradders will shout like player 332 when he walks in or something, like
player 19.
Yeah,
class.
So
that's funny.
Yeah,
decent. What was your favourite moment as a player? Like, what was your best game? What's your favourite moment?
Best game ever. My best game was about I was about 14. I think I played against Luton. I'll never ever forget the game. Luton at 14. I've played in Prem for about 20 years. It was the most complete performance I've ever seen from a 14-year-old. Honestly, mate, it was.
Cannot be a performance.
It was the best game I've ever played. If I had that game,
14 masterclass.
It was an absolute joke. Like.
Expect us going on the IG later.
Highlight reel, yeah.
I don't know why. I asked anyone about that game. I'm like, I thought he had a good game that game, and I think that was my peak. 14-year-old.
Just gone downhill from
there.
there.
Just crashed since, mate. I haven't been able to live to them high standards since. No, I don't know really. I'm having good games. That was my only 10 out of 10 performance of my life, I think.
What was just the best moment?
I think I've had more fun this year on the pitch than I've ever had in my career. Like after the games, I've had I've been in playoff campaigns. Like when I was at Dagenham, we had done really well, come second in the league. But I've never ever had as much fun as I've had at this club.
Yeovil masses.
The lows have been dreadfully low here, like ridiculously.
The fans
low.
get behind you when it's low.
Like when we celebrate, I've had some. I think I've put Weymouth away as one of my best nights in football.
Yeah, definitely.
I've never ever had that like as you can tell, I'm not like a massive football fan.
Or just anything.
Yeah, I've
no
not,
YouTube.
I'm not. Yeah, not TikTok. No. I'm not a massive. I've never been a massive football fan. I think I've just been so involved in football. I've never really had the chance to enjoy football. Whereas that night, I felt like a fan. Like I thought, this is what it's all about.
Yeah, that's what we thought as well. Because like, that was our first game that we've been to was limbs. Like it was limbs.
It was ridiculous.
It was crazy.
I thought I'd love to be on the other side of that barrier. Like
you get £50 fine there.
Yeah, and it would probably be my 5th yellow card. I've been hanging on for God knows how long. That was the first time I think I've been like, this is what you play for.
It was the passion as well.
Like,
it was just
after the game we could tell.
It was pouring hard.
Pour it down with rain.
You with your top off.
Swinging it around.
Tied around a post.
It was just everything. Like the relief. The heart, that game was like an emotional roller coaster. Anyone in not a good mental state should not have been anywhere near that game.
I had the extra time after we'd done the 90 on the Saturday, and on their pitch when it was wet and tough on the legs, and just then you get the penalty and you think, oh my God, we've done it. He's going to slot this, and we'll defend for a minute.
His face afterwards, he goes.
The last kick of the game.
What did he do? Did he push
he hit the post, didn't he? Did he hit the post?
The keeper. Oh, he made me laugh.
Bottom left, wasn't it?
I think the keeper saved it.
I think
Did he save it?
Yeah. What made me laugh is the keeper didn't say anything. He was getting so much stick from the Yeovil fans. He literally did not say a word. Just turns around after the penalty, goes at the fans, just stares at the fans.
That was a fun night.
It was.
And it was everything, like the weather, like that.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, like something about that weather.
If it was normal, it
It was
wouldn't
like
be the same.
hazy when it was like misty, like pouring hard. It just felt like a cup tie.
We couldn't see the goal. Their goal down the other end.
Really?
What one?
Their
They scored a header at the back. Both of them were down there.
yeah,
Both
down there.
headers.
Yeah, we didn't see them.
That was a header, wasn't it?
Yeah.
To be fair, I didn't see
We,
their goal.
we
I
didn't-
saw,
we
I
didn't
saw
see that.
Worthy's goal.
Pretty sure it was Worthy.
Yeah, it was Worthy. Yeah.
Header. That post.
Decent.
But I've had some fun at this club. Some real good times.
It is a good club.
This season, especially, we followed you for ages, and this season we were one of the best.
I don't know what it is. Something just. I don't know if it is because there was nothing to do with it. There's not much to do in Yeovil.
It's awful, isn't it? There's nothing to do.
I didn't say that. I put words in my
There's
mouth.
Disney.
It's just like.
So like compact and everything. Like it's just like one thing to do on the weekend, really. Isn't it?
Yeah,
Go and
I
watch
mean,
Yeovil.
we can walk from our house to the bottom of town in 20 minutes, can't we?
Yeah.
So like, that's all you need. But it's got everything you need. Yeovil. Like it's got Nando's, which is.
What else do you need?
Pool, swimming pool.
Tambos, we like a
Yeah, we
Tamborinos,
like treating ourselves to Tamborinos. The guys
They
in
treat
there.
you in there as well, don't they? Tamborinos?
They're good in
Yeah,
there.
top
They're
guys,
nice. The boss is a cool guy.
driving range, have a little golf.
Yeah. Yeovil, obviously, like Yeovil let us on the golf club, which is nice. Not so much this time of year, but it's just like a real homely place.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably why we're enjoying it, because I feel like properly part of it. Like,
Is that what you do? You do in your free time? Is that?
Yeah, like
golf?
Like having a little smash on the golf course.
Sleep as well, don't we? We
He sleep.
we sleep a lot. Have to recover.
Look at the size
old
of it,
bit.
mate. You use a lot of energy.
Have to recharge the tank. Yeah, we can't really say we've got, other than the gym, we haven't really got a routine, have we? If
No.
weather's nice, we might go to the beach. We might, you know.
Yeah, summer's definitely.
Wait,
better,
is it
like-
Weymouth Beach?
No. Before we go to Weymouth. No.
Bournemouth, one.
Yeah,
We've had
Bournemouth.
a few
Nice,
nice,
yeah, nice beach.
Yeah,
Good
lovely
air
that.
day. They do a great air day.
What's an air day?
You know what air day is?
What?
With planes. Like little-
Oh, like an air show. Yeah.
The
Oh.
air day down Bournemouth's really good.
Is it?
You stand on the beach and all the
Oh, we'll have to get. Well,
You have to get down there, won't you?
Oh, we'll get on that.
really good.
Nice. It's a nice day out down there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really
yeah,
nice down
something
there.
like that.
Yeah.
That's another like perk of living this way.
Yeah, the
Such a
southwest.
good
The
area.
southwest is
Such
lovely.
a
Yeah.
good
The
area.
coast around
Mm.
is lovely.
Cornwall, go down
yeah,
to Cornwall.
Yeah, I went down there in the summer. It's nice, isn't it?
Nice down there, really
Yeah.
nice.
It's not that far. Like you got.
No, it's only
Exeter.
about 2
Exeter
hours.
Where
as
did
well.
we go for? Where
Extra
did we go
Bournemouth.
for recovery after one game? We went
West
in,
Bay.
Yeah,
West
We went-
Bay.
West Bay. We went West Bay,
West
and we all
Bay,
got in the
yeah.
sea.
that's where Charlie lives.
Is it?
Yeah,
Nice
that
down there,
was
Chaz.
that was nice. We had to go and get in the beach. Not in the beach. We had
In
to
the
go
sea.
in the sea.
Swimming
there.
in the beach.
Yeah, but they made us do recovery.
And we had some
in
like
the
races
sea.
on the shingles.
Who fell?
Someone fell. Was it Barnett? And he had.
Is it funny?
Well, he had sandal in his teeth.
was
didn't
it?
he?
Oh.
So we were doing like, because
It's on a hill, isn't it?
where you
Like-
park, like you come over the hill and then it drops down a little bit to
Yeah,
the sea.
yeah.
It's not a massive beach, so we were like doing sprints up the hill. You had to get to the cone, touch the cone, and then like that was it really. But someone,
No, you had to get to the cone and you had to come back down.
no, you didn't have to come back down. Someone decided to run back
Oh.
down. Who, I can't for the life of me.
I was
thinking,
running next to him.
is it
So it was,
Mossy?
it was me against someone.
And anyway, so someone like you meant to sprint up and then just relax and bobble your way back down, and someone's like turned and carried on and gone absolutely flying and just ate a mouthful of sand on the way on the side.
Yeah, it was a
But it's like rocky sand, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's like
Just
shingle,
little
yeah.
bits of stone. So
It's horrible.
yeah,
That's definitely Jordan Barnett.
I can't think.
100%.
I think it might.
I reckon it was Barnett.
I think it was. Yeah.
Has Darren made you run up the cliff there? Like the
No,
cliff.
that is
Oh,
a
there.
steep old thing, isn't it?
Jesus
What's
Christ.
Darren like as a man? Because we see him,
Yeah, he seems
Obviously
like
he
a
comes
really
over-
Top man. He's a
passionate
top,
man.
he's a
Yeah.
top guy. He's very
Yeah,
passionate.
Best, yeah,
And he
best.
really wears his heart on his sleeve. But he's
He's a great people's person.
Yeah, like
man
Brings
to
the
man.
best out
Yeah.
and always makes you feel so.
He speaks
so
to the fans as
going.
well. before
yeah,
games as
that's what I
well.
mean. All of the other fans love him.
he's
'cause
just he's like we are like a reflection of him. That's what, like, do you know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
look at who he's brought in and you think it's kind of like him, the characteristics we share, and he's a good guy.
He's had to deal with a lot as well.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, he's
also.
one of like something that like he's a very resilient man, like,
Yeah.
and he bears the weight for everyone when something goes wrong, and like
Oh, yeah, always will as well. I'll never-
Yeah.
that'll never
he's
change.
no, I admire him. He's a good bloke.
It's good with Skivo as well.
Yeah.
totally.
Skibbo's always
he was
solid.
funny on Weymouth away.
Yeah,
He was funny. He was loving
well,
it.
that's Mr. Yeovil there, isn't it?
Yeah,
Skibbo
yeah.
for years. one of a kind.
what it means to him.
Yeovil in a nutshell, that is.
Yeah.
This is so. What does football mean to you as a player? Because obviously, we as fans, everything. I mean, it's our weekend really.
Yeah.
We look forward to it.
We're probably like slightly different because Hunty's still a bit younger than me. So we're probably like different stage of our career. Like I was having this conversation with my girlfriend the other day, and I said like, I feel really happy, feeling like part of it with the fans.
Yeah.
So like, it's really nice for me to be able to feel at home because obviously for the last 6 years of my life I've lived away from home. So like, this feels very homely for me.
Yeah.
And like, I feel part of the club. Like, and for me, Hunty's probably got aspirations to go on X, Y, Z. Do you know what I mean? Because he's younger than me.
Next Van Dijk, should we say?
Yeah. Whereas I'm very much like at the stage of my career, I'm thinking, let's take Yeovil somewhere. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, be part
good
of
man.
it.
Good man.
That's
Stay.
Probably, yeah. And that's like the like Hunty. I like Hunty. You like the stature. He can go on. Do you know what I mean? Go on again. And like no one should hold someone back for that, for a love of a club.
Yeah.
But I feel like this place has so much potential.
Yeah.
So like, whereas in the past I've perceived football maybe as like more of a job. Obviously everything that happened last year, I've kind of got like the enjoyment factor back and the gratitude of playing a game every weekend. And I'm very much like, I want to make somewhere my home rather than saying to like these boys, just I played 50 games here, 60 games here, 50 games here. Do you know what I mean? I want to build something somewhere, and I feel like
make it be Yeovil.
I feel like I have found like a home. So hopefully, and like it's nice when you can actually build a relationship with fans.
It's like a 12th man.
Yeah, rather than just, but you feel part of it rather than just coming and playing football. Like Halifax, I loved my time in Halifax, but it was very like hard to build a relationship because we lived in Leeds and we drive to Halifax for a game. So we trained in Leeds. We're based in Leeds.
Right.
So in a city like Leeds, you're a nobody.
Yeah.
And you've got the Halifax fans, the 2,000 Halifax fans are predominantly from Halifax. So you don't see any of them. And then as soon as you're done after a game, you go back to Leeds. Yeah. So like here, we live it.
Yeah.
We live Yeovil. We feel it when we lose. We feel it when we win. We can feel the buzz in the whole town when we're doing well. Do you know what I mean? Whereas when you're like at a place like that, there's a lack of, there's just not as much depth to the feelings because you're kind of like, oh well, we're back in Leeds, we're in our safe little place, like
you're just surrounded by the fans here all the time.
It's a really, really nice feeling. I really like it, and I think it gives you a chance to feel things you wouldn't feel if you were just outside of it, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's why it's really good because I obviously working in Tesco and stuff, I see loads of Yeovil players, absolutely loads.
Yeah.
And it's just nice because obviously you go to the gym and stuff, so you talk to loads of people after the game as well. Like I said, the Bournemouth game, you're talking to people then. Yeah. And fans love it. The fans absolutely love that.
Yeah, I don't even think I went in. To be honest, I don't think I got to go in the dressing room after. I had absolutely no idea what the Gaffer said.
The team talk.
Gaffer went yesterday. What did I say after Bournemouth game? I was thinking, I've got no idea.
Three or four of the boys were
no idea. I was outside having a picture.
Yeah, it's hard to actually ever sum up what it means to us, football.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a really hard question.
It's just life. It's just.
Sorry about that.
It's just our life. So like we win on a Saturday. The Sunday morning when we're walking through town to get a coffee or something is so much different to when the day after you've lost us, or on a Tuesday. It's so strange. You can't. It's just in you, and that's why you have to put everything into it and leave nothing out there, don't you? Because at the end of the day, like I say, we come back and live with each other. You come back and you're living with lads that you've been out there and done it with. So you have to always give your best, and it's hard to like sum up in an actual word to describe what football is,
it's really
because
it's
just our everyday life. It just means that much to us.
Yeah.
Like this place, this is, like we both said, the happiest we've been, and like we absolutely love it here, don't we?
Yeah, it's class, man. I like it.
You must eat, sleep, and breathe football all the time.
Yeah.
Well,
he sleeps ahead of me. So he sleeps, eats, sleeps,
sleep, and sleep.
He sleeps, eats, sleeps,
repeat.
So
because like obviously you three live together, so like you were saying earlier, it's not like going home to like
there's
girlfriends
no
or families.
No,
we get what 6-7 weeks in the off season to go home and actually, but then you've still it's not like you have to be fit for pre-season.
And it's weird when you go from seeing someone every day.
I miss him.
To it's like lonely. You're like, always.
I'll be with him every day.
The bromance is so high.
And he'll annoy me, and then
I'll so happy in that picture. I think that was our first day.
Great photo.
First day back.
I found that somewhere. I found it on the internet somewhere.
It'd be on maybe both on Instagram.
That is our first day back. And the smile on our faces.
Yeah, so I'll go home.
Look at your face. You're admiring Max so much.
We might get a Monday off. After a win on a Saturday, Gaffer might go, top, you're brilliant lads. Monday off, like we haven't got off game to the following Saturday. I'll go on the Monday, or I might give us Monday, Tuesday off. If we really, whatever. If we've had a tough schedule a few weeks before, and we'll go home, and I'll be great Saturday night. Get home at about 10 o'clock, whatever. See my family, my girlfriend, the partner, their family on the Sunday. Come the Monday, I'm like, I'll be with my girlfriend, and I'm ringing him. I'm ringing him in car, or I have 2 days off, and I'm in group chats. These I'm going, miss you, like, so it feels weird being.
That's what's mad about this club though. Like we're so in it. Like Mossy now. Like obviously we've lost Mossy. That will be like a hole in that house. Because it's like if Sonny suddenly went back to Watford.
We'd be like
losing a brother.
Yeah, we'd be lost.
It'd be like, and I've never felt that at a club. I've had loanies come for 6 months and go. Whereas we are like a little family.
And
it's like a little family.
And if you said to Mossy, Sonny, whoever else is on loan, like take all other situations out of it, like forget X, Y, and Z. If you are you happy enough to, if circumstances play, would you sign it? Would you sign at Yeovil and be here? They'd all do it in a heartbeat. Yeah. They'd all be here if circumstances allowed it, and they were the best circumstances for them.
Get talking with Sonny.
Get talking. We're trying to manipulate that young lad, don't we? Trying our best.
That's all we got for today. Thank you very much for joining us today on That's Football Podcast. I've been your host Liam, and this has been my co-host Connor Packer. Thank you lads for coming in. We do appreciate it. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Cheers. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You find our socials here, and also their socials there. So yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.